It's time to sit back, relax, and have a good time with Knee High to the Tree High. Your host, the Naked Truth, Marcus McNeil, and the Real Spill, Jonathan Pump, coming with their unique perspective on sports and life, from elementary school together all the way to the NFL. You can't piss on them and tell them it's raining. Knee High to the Tree High starts now.
Let's go.
Y'all know what time it is, man. It's Knee High to the Tree High, man, and we got the war damn minute. And y'all know we had to spin the block one time when my boy Duke the Scoop, man.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? We got him back on here, man. Appreciate you coming back in, Duke.
Already, man. It's a pleasure to be here, man. Two of the most esteemed and well-spoken and educated guys that I know, for sure.
That boy, hey, I'm glad you got that cap on, boy.
Way to throw that education in there.
I tell you one thing.
You know, folks be thinking.
I tell you one thing. One more show, you ain't gonna be a guest no more.
Hey, man, look, I ain't.
He's an affiliate.
I ain't tripping on it, man. Hey, this is all intellectual property. I'm with it. You hear me?
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah. I'm feeling that, man. But y'all know who it is, man. They Mark and P, man. And y'all already know, man. We got Duke the Scoop in here, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can check them out on the Casual Flex, you know, and y'all already know where you at right now. You on Knee High to the Tree High, man. You know what I'm saying? So you can find us everywhere, man. Spotify, YouTube, man, Instagram, Twitter, everywhere, man. At Duke the Scoop, at J Palmer 404, and then you got at M McNeil 73, man. But y'all know what time it is. It's war damn minute, man. So let's talk about this week, man. Well, I don't want it, man. This shit about to pop off, man, because I was hyped the whole game.
Yeah, man.
I was hyped the whole game.
Nah, it felt different, didn't it? Like just watching the game. This is the first time I really was able to root for Auburn. Like, hey, man, it's been a minute. Like, I would say probably since like 2019 since I was able to really just root for Auburn. Like, because like the last couple of years, like it's been kind of weird. Like, we had a guy that we knew wasn't a fit. Like, anybody that knew Auburn football for real, you knew this man wasn't no fit. And so it's hard to root for Auburn knowing that you got the wrong person, because every game that he won was what's the phrase when they say prolonging the inevitable? And
yeah.
You knew he was gonna have to they were gonna have to sit him down eventually. They sat him down, and but nah, man, just to talk about what just happened, man. Golly, what a game! You know what I mean? The players came to play. You could see the energy that Cadillac brought to the sideline. Like I kept saying, like, man, like it could have been 4th and 24. Cadillac was gonna ask like, think we can get it. Like, hey, my boy went blind. Like he like, you know, but that's the alpha dog mentality. Like, they can't stop us, and sometimes, you know, you got to harness that so you can make good decisions. But the fact that he felt that way about a team that hadn't been that successful offensively the whole season, and they did it running the ball. Last week we said he was gonna run the ball.
Yeah, you got to run the ball.
It's crazy because I just heard a phrase from the coach, not the coach, the owner of the Colts, man, when he was addressing hiring Jeff Saturday, man. He said, you know, the reason why he did it was because Jeff Saturday just don't know any better. He don't know. He don't get afraid. He don't go to all the analytics when it comes time to make calls. And I feel the same way about Lack, man. It's like, man, at this point, it's like, bro, listen, I'm just going with my gut instinct. I played the game. I know it. You know what I'm saying? Like, forget all them analytics. It is what it is.
Right. Line it up.
From the time he came out off of the bus, it almost looked like Lat wasn't going to coach. It looked like Lat was going to play. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's how he was the whole time on the sideline.
Right.
Bro was in the middle of everything. Like, and that's what I think everybody could feel. Like, that right there is contagious, bro. Like, I literally was up on my feet probably half the game, bro, like cheering. Mm-hmm. Now, like you said, dude, like when the last time, maybe 2019, you know what I'm saying, we had a little run or something against some top schools, but, bro, you felt it, though, man. Like, you felt it with the players. I think the players felt it. The fans felt it. I go back to one play when I knew it was real, was when the offensive lineman got the 15-yard personal foul, and even though he got the personal foul, the first thing he did was come and threw his arms around the coach and say, like, my bad. You know what I'm saying? Right. And you know for a fact with Coach Harsin, that would not have it wouldn't have played out like that.
Nah.
It wouldn't have played out like that. You know what I'm saying?
Man, it's an old saying in the South, like, you know, a lot of folks say is like sometimes you get more flies with sugar than you do shit. So at the end of the day, like sometimes you got to know when to put what out there. So like, yeah, like, you know, I talked about this earlier. I was like, man, like he could have went, if that's Kirby Smart or that's Nick Saban, yeah, you're going to probably get cussed out when you come back to the sideline. If that's Pete Carroll or somebody in the NFL, yeah, but where Auburn is right now, Lack knew what to do. Like, first of all, he's probably the best offensive lineman we done had, or the only one that's popping, like, to the point.
I wasn't even mad. I wasn't even mad at the 15-yard penalty.
I'm like, man, that's what I need to see more of.
Come on, man. Y'all offensive linemen, so you know how it is, like, to see somebody go out there, finish off a block, and get excited about it, too, on a pancake.
Yeah.
Oh, I got a cake. Yeah, buddy.
Yeah,
and let them know something after that.
Yeah, and then you can see, little bro, even like, hey man, I couldn't hear the whistle. So him being able to explain that, and you got to think, like a lot of folks, like, you know, not like, you know, a lot, like I know y'all seeing it, but shit, when they was running that quarterback power, a lot of time it was going right off his ass. So you need him.
Yeah.
You need them road grader types. And now for Lack to be able to understand, like, you know what, man, I ain't got no time to be cussing nobody out right now. I'm gonna love them up. So I can keep that aggression and show them where to put it. Like, yeah, you did wrong. Yeah, you accountable. But the kids showed accountability. And that's like, to your point. That's one of the things, those type of relationships you wouldn't have seen previously. So whether it's Cadillac, whoever it is, Auburn is in a position where whoever comes in and coaches that team, preferably Lack, based off of, you know, my personal preference right now, whoever it is, they got to be somebody who can't be so hard up on themselves that they can't figure out how to love on somebody else.
Absolutely. Yeah, man, that's for sure, man. Like all the time, it don't take like all that yelling, man. Like some players just react differently. Like some of you might have to, but certain ones you got to know. Like, all right, I forget the guy's name, but you got to know when to hold him and when to fold him.
Hey, Kenny Rogers.
When to hold.
Yeah.
Kenny Rogers.
Okay. Way to pull that one out the hat, man.
You can't know when to hold him, when to fold him.
Know when to walk away.
You can't.
Yeah.
You can't be reciting no country music on here. You don't know where the hell it comes from.
At the end of the day, I know the saying. That's all I care about. All the other stuff, like he can walk by me right now. Hey, who is that?
So you got the substance from it, huh?
Yeah,
that's all we needed. We just needed the
saying?
substance for what we talking about. So,
yeah,
bro,
man, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I was so proud just looking down at it. It just felt like I was like, man, who would have thought some Lack, bro? Everybody, man. Like,
let me ask y'all this. So y'all actually played on the team with Lack when he was going crazy, right? I did.
Lack go crazy.
How was his speech? Like when he was trying to make a statement, like how was his speech? Was it something that like you ever see like you play on the team and somebody who don't talk a lot say something, you be like kind of laughing. Then sometimes somebody that, like who might not talk a lot say something, you be like, damn, you know what? If he talking it, I know it's time for us to kick it in gear. Like how was that interaction with him when y'all was playing?
I mean, listen, that game, I'm not going to say did he say it like that game? I don't remember, but I know the one time I do remember when he did speak. He didn't say much, but I think one of the coaches told him to tell because they knew the story. So it was against Tennessee. Mm-hmm. And before the game, he was like, I guess during the recruiting process, Fulmer, you know what I'm saying, he was real tough about getting them. So he was trying to choose between Auburn and Tennessee. Okay. And he chose Auburn. And he was like, Fulmer called him and was like, look, you sure that's what you want to do? And he was like, yeah. And so he was like, well, you know, in order to get the SEC championship, y'all going to have to go through us. And when he said that, everybody just went crazy. Everybody went crazy. Because that's when we was about to play them for the championship.
Oh, yeah.
For the SEC championship. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then at that point, everybody just went crazy. So, like, he didn't say much, but when he did say something, everybody was like, okay, this Lack talk. Let's figure out what he's trying to say first, and then we can go from there. Yeah.
Lack
I mean, that's just real. Like, Lack one of them. Country like, we got to figure it out
Lack
first.
wasn't the one talking. Yeah, Lack wasn't really much of a talker when it came into the game, bro.
Bro, I'm just, listen, man. Lack my dog, man.
You know how you got those who lead by example.
Come on, dude. You know bro, you ain't got to laugh so hard, man.
You gotta leave by example.
Listen, we had to figure it out first. You know what I'm saying? Once we figured it out, bro, we were ready to go.
Oh man, hey, I'm finna cry,
What
man.
he was saying?
Hey man, edit that, man.
No. We got one take, man. We gonna split
Bro, listen, it's the real deal, cuz. That's my dog. You know what I'm saying? Bro, that's my dog. Once we figured it out, we were good.
But hey, all right, but let be honest, bro. Like, it is an art to just being able to speak in front of people, you know what I'm saying? Like, public speaking is probably one of the most dreaded things people can do in the world. You know what I'm saying? So you going from a position where you just a position coach and you not really put on that podium week in and week out to say something in front of the media, bro, that could be overwhelming,
Absolutely.
bro. So I will say I'm proud of him.
Oh, he
for
came a
what
long
he
way.
did.
He done came a
came
Bro,
long
I'm proud of what
way.
he did.
A long way. You hear me?
Yeah, Latin say
That
all
man
that.
came a long way, bro. Imagine in college now.
Yeah,
But
bro.
he
Hey,
fresh
bro.
out. Where was he from?
Tyler,
He
Alabama.
was.
Man, he fresh out of that now. He fresh.
He fresh out of Alabama now.
So yeah,
What's
you
wrong
know
with
what I'm
you,
saying? Some of the
JP?
speeches we
JP,
got
why you
was
say
a little,
that,
you know what I
JP?
mean?
Why you say that,
Bruh,
JP, man? And JP said, he said, once we figure out what he was trying to say.
Bro, we own knee high to
bro.
the tree high, bro. We don't. What they say, you can't piss on me and tell me it's raining. I'm just
Hey,
trying to figure
bro.
out. That's just what it was,
whenever-
bro. We had
the
to
truth.
sit down. We had to go through what
Bro.
we had to kind of listen and make sure we heard correctly. But once we figured out what he was saying, we were good. Bro, I'm just come on, man. It ain't a knock against him. That's just how he was.
It's how you said it. It's how you said it. It ain't nobody else but you,
Bro,
JP.
Hey, CP, you know the worst thing about it though, bro? When you said it, when you brought the question up, I almost started laughing then 'cause I knew it was coming. Like I was drinking something and I almost spit out my mouth. I was like, oh shit.
All I can do
nigga
is keep it real, bro. At the end of the day, Lack still my dog.
real
You know what I'm
spirit,
saying?
man.
You know what?
He done
Real.
got look. He done got 10 times better, bro. When I
Man.
heard
man.
I heard the speech, I was like, dang, what Lack? All right, okay.
You done figured it
Bro,
out.
but you did tell me about the speech. You told me about the speech that he gave to the players before the game, right, P? What you say he said,
No,
though?
he said it was gonna be a hard. He said three things in Auburn. It was the staff and the players that it was gonna be three things down there. He said it's gonna be hard work, family, and recruiting. That's what they're gonna build a program on.
Yeah.
Hey, look though,
Yeah,
man, Lack, like he's starting to feel it because I seen the clip today where he said, "Yeah, this your head coach talking."
Yeah, you seen that too? You seen that? I was like, okay, Lack, you feeling it now?
Yeah,
I guess it finally set in. You know, he got hired, a few days out from the game, so, you know, he was still kind of, head was spinning, but now he in that thing now.
man, 7 days ago.
So,
Yeah.
so that brings me to the question right here I got for both of y'all.
Okay.
What you got for me, big dog?
Is Lack head coach potential, or is this still just a placeholder for what we really looking for, based off of what y'all saw
I'm
this
going to go
week?
ahead and let the temporary guest go ahead and answer that one first.
Man, if Jeff Saturday can be the head coach of the Colts, then Cadillac can be the permanent coach of the Auburn Tigers. Period.
Absolutely.
Ooh.
I mean, listen, from my perspective, I got to keep it extra 1,000 at Auburn. Absolutely. Now, that's as far as I can go with it.
Now, I'm gonna tell you why for me though.
$1,000.
Because at the end of the day, what I saw out of him is something I don't care. So Brian Harsin had the resume. He was 69-19 when he came. They said he was involved in the play calling when Boise State beat Oklahoma back in the day when they was running all them trick plays, and they were talking about his run concepts were so futuristic and all this. Man, bro, can you talk to people? Can you manage people? How much? Man, let me tell you something, man. How much better do you think Nick Saban is at X's and O's than Kirby Smart is? Bruh, it's all the same stuff. It's relatively the same. It's about who you putting out there to do it. So if you got a coach that can get people down there to recruit, it's the same argument we was making from Deion, except for Cadillac may even be a little bit better because he understands Auburn. Like at the end of the day, man, Cadillac don't play around when it comes to recruiting. And if you put the right people around them, Only thing it's gonna take is for Cadillac to be confident enough in what he believes in as far as his coaching, strategy, philosophy. I mean, and yeah, man, Lack can do that jump, man. He did it last week in 4 days, bro.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, at the end of the day, Tub, bro. At this point, I still don't even know what Tub knew about football.
Bro, come on, man.
Yeah.
That's just being real. Like, he was the head coach, man, but I still didn't know. Like, it's all about who you put around you. You know what I mean?
CEO, man.
Yeah.
And who you put
I
around
called Tub the ultimate. I called Tub the ultimate figurehead when he was down there, cause like he didn't do much coaching. He did more delegating and making sure his coaches were coaching than anything.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what I was wondering. Like, well, if we don't bring in another head coach and keep Black there, can we put enough pieces around him to help him be successful? Like, can we bring in a OC, you know what I'm saying, who we know can come in here and call plays and help Lack out and keep Lack up there at the top? Because like you say, he an Auburn man, bro. Me and P were having a whole debate between who bigger, Lack or Cam. You know what I'm saying, down there at Auburn. And I know Cam got the name, you know what I'm saying, but when it comes to actual Auburn, you know what I mean, like, that's tough because Lack is Auburn through and through.
Talking about who is Sweat. Yeah, I feel like that's the same kind of conversation, man. Like Deion and Sweat. Like, I don't know, bro. Like, they both be.
I tell you what, for before Cam, so I think you got to do it before Cam and after Cam because they're like two different generations. So it's like 2010. A lot of these ball players that's coming out now, they're not gonna remember Cadillac because they were just being born. Like, I think the class of 2022 was born when the 04 team was doing their thing. So,
true.
If you look at it like that, then yeah, for people like anybody over 20 years old is gonna be Cadillac because they know what it meant, like to go through a whole career and never lose to Alabama. And for what Lack did, you know what I'm saying, coming in, true freshman, you know, toting that thing 41 times a game against Georgia 41 times. Like, that's crazy, bro. So, yeah, I mean, it's just like how we may not know exactly how good Bo Jackson was. Like, we know how good he was. We know what he means to Auburn, but we don't really know because we weren't there the first time somebody see him take that pitch round the right end. So, yeah, man, I think
I think, like I said, at the end of the day, like you said, he know how to talk to people. So I think getting him an offensive coordinator and a defensive coordinator, like, there was a reason why those guys left Harsin before the season even started. I mean, it seemed like they wasn't even trying to put up no fight to stay. You see what I'm saying? And they saw the writing on the wall. You know what I'm saying? People ain't just willy-nilly sign the contract to go here.
Man, Darren Mason took a $400,000 pay cut.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, within 4 months or something, they out of there. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, it's something wrong. You know what I'm saying? So, I think with just that intangible that Lack has, he can get the right people around him. I think, and they'll feel more welcome to be there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Instead of just like a hired servant.
Yeah, man, it's crazy.
We all on the same team. Let's make it happen. You know what I mean?
No, for sure. I 1,000% agree with that.
Yeah, they're excited for this weekend, man. We're gonna have to show up.
Oh man, I need to try to find me a little spot, throw a party, man, like old time, man. I'm gonna throw me a little party or something.
Man, what happened to the? What happened? You still giving them the ones and twos, man?
Man, what, man? No, not at all.
Not at all. You ain't trying to give them the ones and twos.
Hey, man, look, boy, I jump on that thing for real. Like far, like, you know what I'm saying, the weekend came down to it, but I still do a little karaoke for these folks, man. A little karaoke, man. Go and do some of that old stuff. But now, man, like, I think like what everybody planning to go down there. Like, have y'all talked to anybody else from y'all team that's planning on going?
Yeah, it's supposed to be a big weekend down there at Texas A&M.
See, we had already kind of scheduled a signing class of 2002 20-year reunion. Yeah, we had already kind of established that for this weekend, and it just so happened that Lack is the coach. All this, you know, they say we playing this before that even transpired. You know what I'm saying?
2002, who all was with y'all?
Everybody. everybody that basically made that team and ran that team between those years, the workhorses, all of us.
Yeah.
So it was.
Shoot, me, JP,
Devin Aroma should do me. How you do me? Anthony Mix, Ben Obo.
Mix coming.
I don't know. Mix me AWOL since he showed up at Auburn.
Man.
But who else?
Courtney
CT
Taylor.
CT coming.
I don't know.
CT out there in Seattle, man. He out there, yeah. So I don't know.
West Coast. I know Ben. I know Aroma should do coming.
I seen Ben last time I was down there.
You got Ben Grubb. You got of course Tim me and Mark. We had Troy.
Who?
Duckworth. Troy Reddick.
Troy coming.
Big Troy,
yeah. Big Troy.
Ain't no telling.
Who else? Will Heron.
Okay. Will.
Who else we had? It was a bunch of no one.
Tommy Jackson was in
Jackson, yeah.
I seen Tommy at the U-Bar not too long ago.
Yeah, TJ was with us all year, man.
He was running things too.
Who else we had?
We had linebacker.
Kenny Iron came in with her too.
Yeah, Kenny was with y'all. Kenny and David really on the low.
No, David was a year older than us. Kenny came in with us.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought David came in like that same year, like out of JUCO.
Yeah, he came out of JUCO.
Yeah.
But he was a year older than Kenny was.
Yeah, he was. And Kenny had transferred from South Carolina, right?
Yeah. Kenny came out of South Carolina. So he probably won't be down there, but it's supposed to be a lot of people, man. They already done made the altar call. You know what I'm saying?
What about Tez came in with y'all?
No, he was.
Tez a year younger than us. Yeah, Ted was probably up there our freshman year because he was down there from Opelika.
He damn so old. I've been knowing Tez since I got to school.
Yeah, bro. Like they always had, and that's what I'm saying, man. They always had that pipeline where they was grabbing people from some of the top schools in Alabama. A school like Opelika, who always had athletes and always had top players. Like, we gonna go get them. Then you got people from down there, like in Mobile, Alabama, coming out of like Blunt and you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. Like DeMarco McNeil, like we were recruiting inside the state before. You know what I mean? So y'all right, bro. If you get if you can get him to be that recruiter for us, I'm gonna be God's honest truth. The reason why I went to Auburn was probably 85% Cadillac Williams.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he was my host when I came down there, bro, and it wasn't nothing like extra, but it was just like, man, he was just so cool, and the atmosphere felt so cool from the time I came in there. It felt like I was just kicking it with like some people I already knew.
Right.
So I was like, you know what? Like, I could see myself, down the road right here. It wasn't that far from the crib. We only an hour and a half from Decatur, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And these people down here cool. So I was like, man, I think this decision might be straight, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
yeah, and then you know what I'm saying, they dropped that bag, you know what I'm talking about? They held it. Oh, my bad. Edit that out, my bad.
McDonald's. Oh, they had that McDonald's bag full of them French fries and golden boys.
Golden boys, you know what I'm saying?
Telling you.
Yeah, man. But yeah, they
man, hey, Q Groves was with y'all.
Yeah, him and Stanley.
Them boys came in after P. Lee. All them boys.
Yeah. So I know everybody. Me, JP, Ben, Tim Duckworth, Will Heron, Ben Aroma should do.
Hey, we had a quarterback that
Devin
was going to be 5'2", bro.
Who?
Yeah, so Selma went out the league, bro. Selma went to the league out that class.
We had a quarterback he would have been 5.
A quarterback in 02?
Oh, Sunshine.
We called him Sunshine, bro.
Sunshine. I think I remember him. White boy.
His name was Josh Sullivan.
I definitely remember Josh Sullivan.
Boy.
Well, yeah,
he went on and played baseball.
That's right. He
played baseball, bro.
Yeah.
He was about 6'4".
Yeah.
He kind of started running on the wall. He was behind. He was J Cam and then Cox. I forgot about Cox. He came in with us too.
Cox came in with y'all.
Oh yeah.
And then it was Josh. So
Josh Sullivan. Josh was cool too.
Yeah, he was fighting uphill battle now. You know what I'm saying? Like,
where he was from?
He had Mr. Alabama. He was like, wasn't it like Arkansas or something like that?
Who?
Josh.
Josh? Oh, you from California?
I knew he was. I knew he wasn't nowhere close.
Nah,
Yeah, he was from California. He was from California. And then yeah, Trey Smith.
Trey
I
Smith,
almost forgot
yeah.
about Trey Smith.
Man, he forgot about boy, White Mike. Man, we forgot about him.
Man, on the
White Mike,
on
bro,
the low,
came in.
is that the year Brandon Jacobs came in too? I know he came from JUCO, but he come in with y'all.
He came in the year after.
Okay, it was 03, okay.
It was after that, yeah.
He came in, yeah, because it was only Lack, because Lack and Ronnie Brown ended up hurt the Alabama game.
And that when Trey had to step
came in. Our freshman year, and he still ran for over a $1.50.
Forever see me in Auburn history off that game now.
Yeah, forever.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. So yeah, we had the squad. They came up that 02 year now.
Yeah, they did. And hey man, Mix, man, I bet somebody some money Mix didn't run no 10-400. And I lost.
Oh, Mix had some wheels, man.
Mix ran a 10-4-100, man. That's crazy.
Hey, low key, Mix was that hybrid player before they came out.
Right.
That tight end that was really a wide receiver,
Right.
you know what I'm saying, but had the size of a tight end.
Right.
Like that was Mix's MO, but I think he was a little bit before his time, and people didn't really know what to do with him because they would try and put him in tight end sometime, but he really wasn't big enough to be blocking like that.
To block nobody like that. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. You know, but he was so big at wide receiver, like you can't really do nothing with him. You know what I'm saying?
You could tell it went from like a defensive league to, like defensive to offensive, like as far as what things are predicated upon. Because think about this, like, so he couldn't block that extra mic or whatever it was they was running back then, but now they got that hybrid. So now the defenses are predicated to stopping the offense because the tight end's so good because they're going to spread them out. They putting like a nickel linebacker in. So somebody who's smaller.
Or that 205.
Yeah, there you go.
215. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, that's who's getting the tick now. And he could have blocked that guy. Like, it ain't no way Evan Ingram can still be playing tight end in the league, man. That man weigh about 220 pounds right now, soaking wet.
Yeah.
Bro, you ain't really got to do nothing. You ain't really got to block like that. You really just got to get in the way. And Mix would have gotten in the way, but, like, back in the day, you got to think about it. We had, like, big Robert Johnson, you know what I'm saying? Ra was down there. Ra, he was a light left tackle, you know what I'm saying, to be honest. Like, you know what I mean? Right. So he was big enough to kind of get down there and kind of match up with some of them defensive ends.
Right.
That's the thing with our offense, man. You know, with Coach Nall, if you on that line, you got to block.
You got to block.
So we run it, you know, tight end, tackle, double teams. Like, it was really no way to kind of, like, shield him from not blocking. You know what I'm saying? He was going at that point of attack, he was going to get seen, and Coach Nall wasn't having that.
No, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
So, hey, it's going to be a whole situation going on down there at the Texas A&M game right now. I'm telling you, you're Auburn fan right now. You better bring your ass up out them seats, man, because we about to turn up one time. I don't care. We 1-10. You hear me? Boy, we coming down to let them know something this weekend, my boy.
That thing going to be right, bro. Like, man, you know what's crazy, though? Man, that swag, sir, going to be so crazy, man. Like, man.
Hey, look, Lack called out the jungle, man. He called out the student section.
Oh, man, they finna go nuts.
So I know they going to show up, man.
Old boy from the basketball team going to be out there acting crazy. Like, it's going to be like.
Bruce Pearl.
Yeah,
Pearl
it's the one who play. It's one who be out there dancing every time. Like.
Oh, yeah. I know you're talking about.
He stay on the Jumbotron.
At the end of the day, bro, I'm just happy for my guy Lack, man. You know what I'm saying? It's an opportunity of a lifetime, and I feel like he's stepping up to the plate. So
he did his thing Saturday, like no question about it, man. And then too, like just to see him beat, like, man, the funny part is like knowing him, seeing him, knowing he excited and watching him try to be cool. Like, oh shit, I'm the coach. That was the best part about it.
Hearing him have to take deep breaths and try to calm himself down. Yeah, I'm like, that's Lack for you.
Hey, he would call. He kept it cool and composed he could, bro. To be putting that. Like, to be put there, bro, like, it's hard for anybody to keep that cool in that situation, bro. Like, they done threw me in the head coaching job, and I give him a
when you
I
step
give him
into
an
that
A.
coaching,
I give him an A.
Absolutely.
You step into that coaching, I'm sure it done probably ran through his head a couple times. Like, bro, what if I came back and coached with the head coach? What if this? What if that? And next thing you know, they give it to you. You like, oh man, I don't know what.
Right.
I was just trying to figure out. I don't know when it was. It probably like it had to be third quarter or something. I don't know if he done punched the ground or like I don't know, but like he had white chalk all on top of his knuckles.
Had them
You know
ashy knuckles, boy, ashy knuckles.
But, like it
Ashy
almost
knuckles.
looked like it was ash, but I was like, no, bro done got
It's too
down
white,
on the
huh?
ground somewhere, you know what I'm saying? It was like probably like punching the ground, like letting them know, let's go, you know what I'm saying? They were like, bro, it just felt it felt so like relieving just to see a coach down there like that again, bro. Like that's all like give me something. Don't give me that
like,
poker.
I mean, just looking at the players, man, the energy they had, bro, you could just tell the relationship built. Even though he wasn't the head coach, they just seeing him around the facility, like you could tell he had a way that players still respected him.
Right.
So once he became the head coach, that made him like, yo, we would run through the wall for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, he been cool since day one. Like this, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's the thing about when you get these coaches, bro. You got to get somebody that's relatable, man. If you ain't relatable, man, that's half the battle, bro. Like,
And he don't try too hard.
Yeah, like I say, he's just being him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And people just like it. You know what I mean? They gravitate towards it and they fool with it.
Nah, that's life, bro.
Yeah,
like
bro.
Any time in life, whenever you see somebody trying too hard, it's a turn on. And you know, and especially teenagers these days, man. Like they looking for anything genuine, cause they world is so crazy in comparison to ours. Like what they got, what they done noticed, like what they done witnessed. Like you got to think these COVID kids, man. We sent them in the house for a whole year for no reason, bro. Like we don't, like I'm not saying for no reason. I ain't trying to say nothing like that, but I'm saying like. Nope, we never had to deal with nothing like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? The social skills, the year of social development that they missed. And so with them seeing such a crazy world, all of their favorite artists dying like it ain't nothing, for them to have somebody and something they believe in and they can trust, they say, you know what, this is genuine. I can really believe in this. That says a lot about Cadillac and who he's shown himself to be to these teenagers.
Yeah. So I'm excited, man. Listen, ultimately, I want that boy to go ahead and be the head coach permanently. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, you can at least get a man a 2 year deal.
You want hold on. You want him to be, so you saying you want him to be the head coach.
I told you, at Auburn, yes.
So Lane Kiffin, Freeze, Lack. Right. You telling me you taking
what
Lack.
I'm saying is, whatever they're bringing to the table, Lack can bring to the table. And he'll bring in more because, let's just be honest. I mean, you want to be honest, he can go to places that they can't go. Like, Cam said, he was like, man, I can go, like, their kids. I mean, he could be their kid's favorite player. It ain't won't be the other way around. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? So, like, he can go into them neighborhoods where they walk down the street. All right, it might be you know what I'm saying, a problem. He can walk down that same street.
What you doing here? What you doing
here?
You
know what I'm saying? He walk down that strange street like, hey, you know what I'm saying? What's happening? So he can go in there in the highways and byways and get those guys who might be from a small town who, you know what I'm saying, it's a little rough around the edges and they don't look the part, but he can walk right up to them and holler at them. They be like, man, you know what? I ain't even know about Auburn, but guess what? Because you came down here, I'm gonna give them. I'm gonna consider them. And then once they get down to Auburn, they be like, hey, this actually ain't bad. Just like how we did, bro. We ain't know nothing about Auburn. You know what I'm saying? When they showed up, we was like, man, all I knew was they played Georgia every year. Right. That's all I knew. Bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't care nothing about Auburn. You know what I'm saying? Right. But once you go down there, it changed the game, bro. So that's why I say I think he can do more for Auburn than a Lane Kiffin or a Hugh Freeze. You know what I'm saying? Like, as long as he get the right coordinators, bro, he can make it happen.
Yeah. Absolutely. I believe that. And you gotta think, man, a lot of folks don't realize, man, Lack really plugged in, like, as far as in the football circles. And the man, like, on the low, it may not be the way a lot of folks think of it, but, man, Lack in the Hall of Fame, bro. Like, right now. Like, when he started out, he said, I think it was a record for most yards in consecutive games by a rookie. They took his cleats to Canton. Like, the man in the Hall of Fame right now, he got stuff that he could talk about that the average coach ain't gonna be able to talk about. Like, I don't know how many coaches in the SEC today can say they in the NFL Hall of Fame. I can't name one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I believe in Lack. I seen him play. You know what I'm saying? He bringing that same energy to the sideline. You know, and it's contagious. You know, like he set the whole team on fire. He set the whole state. Really, he set the whole country on fire. Cause like I'm out here on West Coast time, you know what I'm saying, jumping. Like I'm in the stadium almost.
Yeah.
And we wasn't in at home. We was in Stark,
Right.
Vegas. You know what I'm saying? Like we down there in Starksville. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't in a home game. But, you know, I just really wonder, like, if he is the head coach, are they going to give him that staff around him that he needs to succeed?
See, usually when they go, you're supposed to go in with your book. And your book's supposed to have who you would have and, like, who you able to go get. Like, who would you, like, who going to, like, anybody that interviews, they got their book. And they want to see your book, like, all right, look, my book says I might be able to get this person. If I can't get him, this is my backup plan. So, Lack, like, you got to think about it. I'm like, man, who, like, anybody who's ever been involved with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, college, like, you know, whatever they're doing right now, if you've been involved with the Bucs, Lack can go get them. And that's a lot of people who done went through that organization. Like, you know, he's one of Tampa Bay's favorite sons based on the fact of, like, shit, man, that man ran himself to death. Out, like, you know, they kept giving him the ball to the point where they ran him into the ground, literally. And he went down the same way, so he got all that type of love. Anybody in the state of Alabama gonna mess with him, you know. In Tampa, like, you know what I'm saying, the outside, like I remember last year it was a tight end that ended up going to USC, and he don't even coach tight ends, but the only reason they was considering that was because Lack was at Auburn. And it went to it, like, so now I definitely think that you could do a lot worse than Carnell Williams as Auburn head coach.
Oh, that's I was just asking y'all like him over Hugh Freeze and Lane Kiffin now.
What about over Deion, bro?
And Deion, like, come on now, like we got some big names out there. I love that. Like that's my brother.
My thing is you getting Deion, you getting the Auburn version of Deion. Like it's not as
he is Auburn.
You know what I'm saying?
He is Auburn's Deion almost.
Yeah, kind of. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a shake up. He gonna give you not the typical, you know, politically correct all the answers. You know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna do it by the book every single time, and he's also an Auburn man. So like I feel like that's the best of both worlds, man. I mean,
I ain't never really hung out with Deion. I don't hung out with Lack though.
I mean, listen. Now as far as recruiting wise, come on, he prime time, bro. Like he can probably go. I mean, it don't matter where he go. He set foot in any city, any state. At least cornerbacks, they gonna always be there. You know what I'm saying? Like if you a cornerback, you gonna be there. So yes, that part he might have a slight edge. You know what I'm saying? Plus he played. I mean, like he arguably one of the best, greatest players ever to suit up. You know what I'm saying? So he got a lot going for him. So I ain't knocking it. But as far as just for a perfect fit for Auburn, though, like as far as what Auburn's trying to do, I feel like Lack is the guy.
Yeah, Lack, man, look, these folks go out here and beat the hell out of Texas A&M. It's going to get a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
Beat West Kentucky, it's going to get a little bit bigger. I'm telling you right now, if Lack went out, man, he messed around and beat Bama, and Bama looked real beatable the other night.
Man.
He messed around and beat Bama. I don't know if y'all seen, I put that tweet out there. I say, man, Lack ain't, I said, Carnell Williams won't be coaching the second half, but there's a new walk-on.
Oh, Warnell.
Warnell Williams.
Yeah.
Hey, I said that because that's how Lack was looking like y'all said. Lack was looking like, look, oh, you can't get 3 yards. It's 4 for 3. You can't get it. Say no more. I got it. Like, Lack look like I handled that. But I done been got 3 yard home.
Man, easy.
Bro.
Like, for sure.
Bro, Lack looked like he coached and played the game by the time.
Wearing towel around his neck. I'm talking about he was out of breath, man.
He was locked in, cuz who tore the hamstring? Somebody popped the hamstring.
Zach running down there, man. I was like, bro, what are you doing?
I talked to Zach today, man. Zach came down there running down. Hey, look, man, there's some good pieces, man. And that Lack can put together if he really, like, you know, I know T-Rob will come back. You still got Zach on the staff. You got T-Will.
Got about T-Rob down there.
You got T-Rob at Bama. You know, he probably dying to get back into a D coordinator job, man, you know. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, you got guys, man. He got a good relationship with Griff, who was defensive coordinator at Ole Miss in the past.
You already got a D-line coach. You can have DeMarco.
Man, go on, turn the whole coaching staff black, man. We going all black coaching staff.
Hey, all black everything.
We got J Cam and OC. We got T Will and T Boy and on the D coordinating linebacker.
You know what I'm saying?
Ronnie be the line. You know what I'm saying? They already got Killer in the offensive line, coach, man. Go on, switch it up, man. Put some Wakanda forever in there, man.
Hey, man, we do that right there, man. You turn the hey, man.
They ain't gonna like that, Brad, at all, bro.
Hey,
that's gonna be too. I don't care if we win every game, bro. It's gonna be way
nah, bro.
Hey, you start winning every game, it switch up everything, boy. I'm telling you, winning switch up everything. I don't know about that. I'm telling you.
Hey, man, one of us catch the case, bro, because they'll sit up there and talk about something about the coaching. Like, you gotta think. You know how folks talk bad about coaches? And they talk bad about that coaching staff, and every last one of us gonna be ready to fight. Every last one of us.
Yeah.
Like, you better not say nothing. Like, if Auburn had that type of staff, if anybody said anything, I don't care if I'm at work, if I'm at Kroger, the car wash, whatever. Man, them folks at Auburn can't coach. Fuck you trying to say, nigga? Like, you know what I mean? That's how I feel. Like, you feel me? Like,
that's my partner, bro. You watch yourself,
But you feel that energy right there, bro. You turn it over to being like, you know what? We gonna hand this out to some people we know really care about it or invested in this. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Not just some people that just coming in for the paycheck or for the next best opportunity, but people who really want to see something like manifesting to something great. You know what I'm saying? And bro, everybody we just named, I guarantee you will be like locked in the same way they were when they was on the plains. You know what I'm saying? And we know how much of a family Auburn is, bro. Auburn is like a real family down there. You know what I'm saying? So like when you start winning, bro, everybody gonna get down. Winning is the best thing for everything.
Like being at Auburn, like, so when we was in school, Auburn was 6% black. 6. All right, what made Auburn feel like family with people from our demographic who may not have had, where we were 99% of wherever we were? So to go somewhere, to go to such a polar opposite where you're in the minority, but it still felt like family. How did Auburn create that family vibe for you guys?
I mean,
go ahead.
I mean, for me personally, it was more just the people. You know what I'm saying? Like I was never around, and that's just being real. I was never around that many white people at one time. Sure. So my only perspective from my lenses were, you know, they're this stuck up type, you know what I'm saying, you know, kind of sedity or entitled group of people who, it was either the real sedity, entitled, or the lowest of the lows, what we like to quote unquote call, you know what I'm saying, hillbillies or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So that was my own perspective. I didn't know the in-betweens. I didn't know a lot of the, you know what I'm saying, the nuances of just like regular people, right? So I get down to Auburn and I'm like, yeah, they country, you know, so there's some country people down here, but when I realized that some of them were just like seriously genuine, like they just country, and a lot of them just don't know. Yeah, a lot of the things that they do are considered, you know, issues for, you know, black people. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just sitting there talking to them, and you realize, like, man, this is just a regular dude, just like me. Right. You know what I'm saying? We got a different background, but you know what I mean? Like, he's still a regular dude. So when I ran into that many people doing the same thing, I'm like, all right, this ain't bad. You know what I'm saying? This ain't bad at all. You know what I mean? It was just a whole different vibe. You know what I'm saying? From what I anticipated seeing, and so once I saw it, I was like, man, this. And everybody just welcomed me in. You know what I'm saying? From the mothers, the Tigerettes. I mean, it was just, everybody was just cool. You see what I'm saying? So that's why. You said the Tigerettes welcomed you. That what made it for me. You know what I'm saying? You said the Tigerettes welcomed you, and that's what made it for you.
Welcome to right on in.
Here,
that's
man. Look here, man. There y'all go. Only thing I'm gonna tell you is, I don't know what you're talking about.
No, I mean, I'm just asking you.
You just said it. I'm just saying the Tigerettes
made you feel at home.
The Tigerettes, you know, and the mothers.
The mothers.
This mother.
They all just made you welcome home.
As soon as you got there, they made you feel at home. The Tigerettes, out of everybody. As soon as you got there, the Tigerettes.
Listen, that's part of their job, first of all. So let's get that clear. They're supposed to take
they did
you
it like
in.
a job.
So it was to show you a good time.
So they showed you a good time?
You know what I'm saying?
They showed you a good
That's how
time?
it is. You see what I'm saying? All I'm saying is I'm pleading the field as far as I don't know what you talking about. I don't know which direction you trying to go with that. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm answering the question. Like, we've been talking.
But I am a happily married man. And I love my wife. You know what I'm saying? And so we good. You feel me? We good. We good. That's all I got to say. We good. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we wasn't married during that time, so you know, it is what it is.
All right, P, calm down. We good.
And we just gonna leave it at that. You feel me? We just gonna leave it at that. You feel me? We just gonna leave it at that. But yeah, it was a different atmosphere down there, so that's why I was fooling with it. Yeah,
it was.
Shout out to the Tiger Reds, man.
To the Tiger Reds, man. I mean, listen, bro, that's part of the whole selling package, man. You know.
Man,
way to do your job, P.
Yeah. Back. Let's shift that thing to Beat Mar. Talk to me a little bit, man. What made you feel welcome down there, cuz?
Let's try and pass it off to me.
What made you feel welcome down there, cuz? Talk to me. Well, y'all crazy, bro. Y'all crazy, man. Y'all crazy. Look at that. That boy Mar leaning back in the seat, boy.
Hey, he got you on that one, P. I can't.
He set me up on it.
No, you set yourself up. You set yourself up. When you said the Tiger Reds down there, cuz.
You know about the Tiger Reds, bro.
Yeah, I heard of them.
Oh, no, now you heard of them. Now you heard of them.
It's a great organization.
No, here we go. Here we go. Talking about lack with my host, and he was just chill. Okay. We know.
Don't bring me enough.
We're gonna get you this time. Talking about, he was just chill. You know, I don't even know what it was. He didn't really do much. Yeah, I know what he did do.
CP, look out,
CP. I know what he did do. He waved at them tight Reds and said, "Come on down here, holler at your boy." You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about, oh yeah, man, that's 85% of the reason why I can't. Yeah, I know. 85%, yeah.
See, it's a little different. The difference is like, man, JP, you were saying everything else. Them Tiger Reds came out the blue. I was like, damn.
Good, that's what I'm saying. I'm just saying, cuz.
They memorable.
Good. Hey, no, but Pete, to be honest, bro, like, it was the same thing almost.
That's what I'm talking about, bro. Go ahead, let them know.
I was going to say that the people down there, you know what I'm saying, like, when you actually met them, I say the first person that came and greeted us was probably like, we all done heard of like the term rednecks and stuff like that, right? And he one of my best friends right now. His name Red Ultra.
Man, right? Red was so cool.
Red Ultra, bro. You know what I'm saying? So Red Ultra coming from Decatur, we all black. We don't really see, you know what I'm saying, white folks like that. We get down there, and now this guy come up to me with his thick country accent. And you know what I'm saying? He like, man, you know, I just want to see if you guys want to go get some dinner tonight. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, who the hell is this? You know what I'm saying? Like, but bro, the first person that ever took us out anywhere, took us to the Red Lobster down there in Auburn. There's only one Red Lobster down there. Only thing that caught me off guard with Red was when the bill came, he was like, hey, man, I told y'all I was bringing y'all. I ain't say I was paying.
Red.
You know what I'm saying?
Bringing y'all, I was just bringing, you know what I'm saying?
Red hard.
So we still had to pay for our meal. So I always get on to the day by that. Like, Red, don't be inviting people out to eat, bro. You ain't going to pay. Like,
especially
that's just
freshmen in college, bro. We just got there, man. We ain't got no money.
Bro, I'm sitting there. I'm on the 2 for $2 menu at the checker, bro. Like, that's me.
The dollar menu was our best friend.
For sure.
Bro, that dollar menu, bro, that's all we had, man. So don't be taking me to Red Lobster. I ain't eating nothing but the cheddar biscuits. I ain't trying. I I can't afford no shrimp
I
Alfredo.
wouldn't I wouldn't order that last little thing. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Yeah, I went and got that extra sweet tea out and just throw the water.
Yeah, I would stay with that water and them biscuits, and maybe an appetizer.
Man. Hey, Red was cool though. Red was cool in here.
Yeah, Red cool. Man.
Yeah.
Red cool.
So yeah. Ultimately, man, it's just the atmosphere, bro. It was a totally different atmosphere.
Red came in with y'all.
Nah, he was older.
Red came.
He about a year or two older.
Yeah, man.
Like
You know what's crazy?
older.
When I first got up, man, I stayed with Red for a little while. Yeah, me and
For
Red stayed together in the D for a little while. Red was cool in here.
All right, y'all. Y'all just finished watching the Knee High to the Tree High podcast. We hope you all enjoyed it. Please like, subscribe, comment below. Tell us your thoughts. We out.